Alright everyone, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new here. I'm Christina, aka ThatVarietyNerd, and today we are here to discuss the 2K Battlegrounds roster for the next WWE game that is coming out next month. So, earlier today, IGN uploaded literally this image, and the actual article, I'll put that in the description down below so that you all can click on it. And so, well, we've got a roster, and that is including the base game and then post-launch DLC. Again, they've confirmed the DLC is free this year, which is exciting. But let's unpack this roster. We're just going to do a quick read through. As per usual, get comfy and cozy, get your choice of beverage. We've got some water because staying hydrated is important. So let's get to it. Base game roster includes AJ Styles, Akira Tozawa, Aleister Black, Alexa Bliss, Alicia Fox, Andre the Giant Apollo, Asuka, Baron Corbin, Bayley, Becky Lynch, Beth Phoenix, Big E, Big Show, Bobby Lashley, Bobby Roode, Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, Brie Bella, Brock Lesnar, Carmella, Cesaro, Charlotte Flair, Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, and Edge if you pre-order because he's the pre-order bonus. Elias, Ember Moon, Finn Balor, Hulk Hogan, Jake the Snake Roberts, Jeff Hardy, John Cena, Kalisto, Carl Anderson, Kevin Owens, Kofi Kingston, Lindsay Dorado, Liv Morgan, Luke Gallows, Mandy Rose, Mankind, Mickey James, Naomi, Natalia, Nia Jax, Nikki Bella, Nikki Cross, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, Ricochet, Roman Reigns, Ronda Rousey, Rowan, R-Truth, Samoa Joe, Sasha Banks, Seth Rollins, Sergeant Slaughter, Shawn Michaels, Shinsuke Nakamura, Stephanie McMahon, Stone Cold Steve Austin, in quotation marks, The Miz, The Rock, Triple H, Undertaker, Xavier Woods, and Yokozuna. So again, that is the first half of the list, the base game. So day one, these are going to be the people that we're going to be able to play as right away through getting things unlocked, or the in-game currency that can be earned or paid. Next up, we have the available post-launch roster. Akam, Ali, Alundra Blaze, Andrade, Angelo Dawkins, Batista, Big Boss Man, Billy Kay, Bo Dallas, Booker T, Bret Hitman Hart, British Bulldog, Buddy Murphy. Apparently he's got a first name again. Cactus Jack, Chad Gable, who? Christian, China, Curtis Axel? Dana Brooke, Doink the Clown, Earthquake, Eddie Guerrero, Fandango, Goldberg, Grand Metalik, Jay Uso, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Jimmy Uso, Kane, Kevin Nash, Lana, Lita, Macho Man, Randy Savage, in quotes, Mark Henry, Maurice, Mojo Rawley, Montez Ford, Mr. McMahon, Mr. Perfect, Otis, Page, Peyton Royce, Razor, Rhea Ripley, Ric Flair, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Rowdy Roddy Piper, in quotation marks, Ruby Riott, Sami Zayn, Scott Hall, Shane McMahon, Sheamus, Sonya Deville, Sting, Tamina, the Boogeyman, the Brian Kendrick, Trish Stratus, Tucker, Tyler Breeze, Typhoon, Ultimate Warrior, and Vader. So again, this one's subject to change. This is available post-launch, so this is probably going to be our DLC that we're going to get, I'm assuming. This whole thing just seems really strange. And I don't know why I was just like inserting like in quotation marks, because accessibility purposes. That's how I see it. But there you go, people. That is our roster for both the base game and the available post-launch, which of course that's to be determined. Alright, so I was kind of going through my notes a little bit. I kind of jotted down some things when I kind of just skimmed through this the first time before I started filming. So for Bray Wyatt, are we getting the sweater Mr. Rogers version of Bray Wyatt, like non-Fiend Wyatt? Because we're clearly getting Fiend Wyatt in the game, right? Also, like, which Hulk Hogan, which Undertaker, which version of Sting? Are we going to get different versions of them? That sort of thing. Because traditionally in the 2K games, we've gotten different versions of them. So I'm wondering if we're kind of getting those same sort of, like, maybe alternate attires that we've been kind of seeing already, kind of threaded into the different trailers and gameplay and all that stuff that we've seen so far. So the next sort of ticket item that I kind of jotted down that I think is worth noting, I saw some people throwing a fit about this because that sounds about right. We have a few people that got released including the Good Brothers, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Curtis Axel, and Rowan. That's only 4 people out of a roster like about 130 people. I think considering what could have been, considering how crazy April got with everything, with the releases and so forth. I think, it could have been a lot worse, right? Like, there might be some other reasons why those 4 might be in the game, but hey, I mean, it's not the worst thing to happen. It happens every year with every game. So, not a big deal. Also, a quick thing to note, we're going to get a little bit of some dated stuff as we sort of saw in the trailers. Like, Seth Rollins doesn't have his whole, like, new Messiah character that he's had since, like, December, January, that sort of thing. But something else that I think is worth noting, just some subtle things. Buddy Murphy, again, just Murphy, isn't Ali, Mustafa Ali again. He keeps getting his name changed every 6 months, I swear. And then Chad Gable, of course, we know is Shorty G. I think they literally on Friday, like, just uploaded his new entrance theme on, like, WWE Music, which actually sounds pretty decent. I mean, that one we're not going to complain about. I think we would all rather just say Chad Gable, right? Right. So, along with, of course, our main roster and all of maybe 4 people from NXT, we've got some legends on the roster, that sort of thing. Legends or probably just, Hall of Famers, that sort of thing, alum, including Earthquake and Typhoon, the natural disasters, which I find very interesting and kind of fitting for this game. Doink the Clown, I mean, if we're going to go with crazy characters for a crazy game, I mean, put 2 and 2 together, that makes sense. The Boogeyman, kind of in that same camp. Vader's an interesting one as well. I don't know when the last time we had Sergeant Slaughter was in any sort of 2K game. I want to say that was probably, what, 2K16? And of course, Yokozuna, because, like, why not? I'm excited that Yokozuna's in the game. I mean, it's been quite a while since we've seen Yokozuna in a game, I think, right? I want to say it's gotta be since, what, 2K14 maybe? I'm still confused about this whole, like, the rationale behind the split. Like, what makes it go into the base game versus post launch? I get that you have your main event people in there, but there are people in the post launch that, like, have been on TV for a little while. Like, why is Mandy Rose in the base game, but Sonya Deville's got to wait a little bit of time here? I'm just saying. Another big thing. So apparently with the post launch, the official Twitter account for 2K Battlegrounds said that they were going to be unlockable, so sort of in the same vein as we had it for 2K20. So I guess we're going to have to unlock every single one of those characters. Yay! And lastly, probably my biggest complaint about the roster, don't get me wrong, I like how we have 130 plus total people so far, but where's the NXT people at? The only NXT people I saw on this list were Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley, Fandango, and Tyler Breeze, because Breezango, they're in the tag team division over on NXT. Where are the NXT people at? Like, I got questions here. I know that the way that NXT, and I'm gonna guess based off of 2K20, like NXT, NXT UK, and how, of course, like their contracts are different, and we've found this out through, I believe it was 2K19, because of the whole Tommaso Ciampa situation, Nikki Cross situation. I mean, maybe, again, that's the subject due to change thing. What if they're just like, alright, we're gonna hold off on all these NXT people until, like, way later down the line to inject some life into the game, like in February or March or something, because, again, this is an early release date for a WWE game in general. Why do we have, like, all of these, like, I get that people wanted Legends a lot, but even then, like, why don't we have John Morrison? Why don't we have some of the names that, are kind of regular on television at least? Like your Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, the Undisputed Era, like Keith Lee's your champion. You've got Io Shirai, she's the women's champion. That sort of stuff. Like, at least your sort of main pillars, at least for now. Just some food for thought. I feel like that's all that we're asking for. It's just, the people that at least show up kind of regularly on television should be included. Overall, though, I'm still cautiously optimistic. I don't know how the whole microtransaction system is going to impact the game. I feel like people are either super duper excited for this game or they're super duper not excited for this game. I'm cautiously optimistic, so that just simply means that while I'm excited for this game, I mean, we've had, oh my god, I'm so excited for this game for a little while, and then it's like, that's it. I just want it to be fun, functional, and replayable. I don't think that's a whole lot to ask for. And maybe some more NXT people. Because basically NXT is the third brand now, so it would make sense to include a few more people from that brand, have some NXT representation on the game, that sort of thing. So let me know what your thoughts and feelings are on the roster itself. So on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in. Please leave a like, leave a comment, do all that fun stuff here on the channel. And also follow me on social media. All those links are in the description down below. And we will be covering this game once it's out, because I'm interested to see how it's going to pan out and how we're going to have to unlock all these characters. So either way around, thanks for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.